Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
You boy, you know what time it is, nigga.
Better watch how you step in, yeah. But that was my niggas, yeah.
Many yo, got my nigga Ramon with me.
But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor.
You know what I'm saying?
Under Commanding General Yahana. Straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home. That's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown. I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my Hakim gon' let him have it. Hey, thank you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it, ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talking shit, yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we UPK, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm reppin'. And my niggas solid, number real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start stepping. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For why take your life or let you take mine? That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, the shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complexion. Still fighting to get accepted. We hear the truth and reject it, but love is getting corrected. And all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood I don't give a love to fuck about what them bitches gotta say. I'm a woman with a nigga till they put me in the grave. I don't give a love to fuck about what them niggas gotta say. I'm a woman with a nigga till they put me in the grave. I don't care about what they say. Hey. Fuck with my Akima, fuck with my sister, then I got a problem, I'm never gonna miss you. I got 100 hanging out the AR, I got a 50 hanging out the pistol. He say it's corner, I'm just being realistic. I be on them corner posted with the realest. If it's the Sabbath, then we going fishing. I'm reeling them in, that's a God-given mission. I'm really on 10, but I'm stamped in the pistol. I get the order, be glad of this mission. Hebrew Academy graduate, nigga. Training, go through the baddest conditions. I don't fuck with none but the baddest of bitches. She righteous, submissive, she glad to be with me. Had that thing Putin like Batman, niggas. She know I'm a prophet, she glad to be listening. Disrespect, I ain't having that shit till I go make some business from scratch. She bitching the different breed of black men. We don't do the back thing. I remember back when I was really trapping, trying to get the racks in, selling dope to black men. But now I'm trying to make it straight. Like, don't forget about my face. We standing up straight, can't fold us. Too heavy, the world won't hold us. Those bitches on rank, I told you. Line up in these ranks, we sold you. You can take that to the bank, we focus on. How many times must we remind you? One body, one way, some break. I would never take up as a flex. When the law with you ain't no up next. It's just us, nigga, that's that on that. All that weak shit, that ain't no threat. Say you won't beat, bitch, with that ain't no sweat. We with all that. The Lord called a nigga out the world. I responded and called back. Oh, Lord. And everything that they stole from us, fuck that shit, we want all that. Them niggas snitching and they act like bitches. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They killing women and they fuck with sisters. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Come on the commanding general, your hunter, we unaffiliated with them. Like they tongue and they say they keep that shit 100, we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine, that's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. That's why we unaffiliated with them. I cannot fuck around with fake niggas. We taking ground when we in your city. You better have the women, have the liquor. Keep that bitch on me, please don't but the same. Don't be a fool and be another victim. Say you a goon, you just another Christian. How you my brother, you ain't in with me. In the gutter, deep down in the trenches. We with them niggas locked up in the prison. Talking Hispanic, Native American, Indian. We ain't just talking shit, but we living in it. We be everywhere, you can't miss it. And we be precious hell, take a picture. And we professional with the scriptures. Play, we gon' script them, yeah, we some killers. These niggas tripping, they mind blown. Swear business, forgive me if I'm wrong. I don't get it pause when niggas say that they be looking for niggas to slide on. The slide that I know about is when I send with the gun with the slide for real. I get the order, you know that it's slaughter. See me and my niggas gon' die for kill. The bigger the better for kingdom of heaven. You niggas get wet up by me cause I'm fed up. I rep UPK. My niggas won't let up. Got choppers, got nines, AKs, Berettas. You say you don't like me, you say you won't fight with what me and my nigga like, bitch, or whatever. You say you don't like me, you say you won't fight with what me and my nigga like. My nigga like them niggas snitching and they act like bitches. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They killing women and they fuck with sisters. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Come on the commanding general, your hunter, we unaffiliated with them. Like they tongue and they say they keep that shit 100, we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Yeah. See, they always ask us like, why y'all fuck with such and such? Why y'all won't come together with such and such? I be like, we unaffiliated with them. You understand me? Like, niggas be out here on some weirdo shit. And to be honest, that's why we unaffiliated with them. Hey, that's why we unaffiliated with them. Yeah. Oh.
Shalom, Israel. We're the ISUPK, start out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. We are not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite group, any Blackly Black, or any other group, period. The ISUPK is a standalone organization, again, led by commanding General Yohana since 1969. I'm priest and officer 1000 Kawan. This is ISUPK Louisiana Sabbath service. We're going to get it in, man, picking up where we left off last week. We stopped at the book of Numbers. So like the book of Numbers, chapter 10 and verse 30 last week. We'll pick up at verse 31, and we'll go through our 49 verses through Numbers 12 and 8. All right. We'll go ahead and get started with the Sabbath service. With that, I say imajim, which means to stand. La Yasha Allah, which means to Israel. Sar, which means to turn. Pan HaKodam, which means face the east. We'll say the prayers both in Hebrew and in English. The Lord's Prayer. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathelenawa, Lakam, Call, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Chabawatnawa, Kasalaknawa, Chabawatjanawa, Wala'ah, Tabi Ayanawa, Banasayawan, Abal, Hawashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwat, Waha'ala, Wahataparat, La'aiwalamyam, Aman. In the English we read, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. This is the power, or hakak in the Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Baba Kashah, Nathan Lanawa, hakak, hakak, Larapa'ah, Call Maka'ala, Wakal Madawa, Hakak, Latahar, Ha Matazariah, Hakak, Lahakoyam, Hamakyam, Hakak, Al Rakarawat, Hatama'ala, Lagarshan, by Hashem Yahushai, the water Aman. In the English we read, Yahweh in the name of Yahushai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out in the name of Yahushai. Thank you. So be it. Bless Israel, or Barak Yasha Allah in the Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Barak Lanawa, Wa Yasha Allah, Wa Habayat Saparium, Barak Ba'ashem Yahushai, the water Aman. In English, Lord, in the name of Yahushai, bless us and Yasha Allah and the school in the name of Yahushai. Thank you. So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew and then in the English. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Al-Haharyam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'arataza, Al-Yatan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al-Yanawam, Shemarka, Hanala'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shemarka, Yahweh, Tizalka, Al-Yad, Yam Yanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'a Yakalka, Wayarak, Balal Yala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal Rai, Yashamar, Atnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza Adka, Wabawa Adka, Ma'aith, Wadai Alam. In the English we read, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help coming from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha Allah shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. This is Psalms 83 in the Hebrew and then in the English. Alahayam, al damiyalaka, al takarash, wa al tashakwat, al kayahana, awa yabyaka, yahama yawan, wa ma shana yaka, sha'awa ra'ash, al aimaka, ya ira yamwa, sawada, wa ya ta'aitazawa, al tazapawanyaka, amarwa, lakawa, warakakidam, mogoya, wala'a, yazakar, sham yasha'ala, iwada, kaya, nawa'aitazawa, laba, yakhadwa, al yaka, bariyat, yakaratwa, ahal adawam, wa yashamai, alayam, mawa'aba, wahagaryam, gabal, wa aimawan, wa aimalak, palashat, I'm Yeshabia, Taza War, Gam Asha War, Nala War, I'm Hayawa, Zorawai, Labanya Lawa, Salah, Aisha Laham, Kamadian, Kasaya, Sara'a, Kayabian, Banachal, Koyashwan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayan Da'ara, Hayawa, Daman, La'a Dama, Shayatamwa, Nadayama, Salaki, Nada, Yab Mawa, Ka'ira, Wakazaba, Wakazabak, Wakatazal, Mana'ai, Kal Nasiyakamwa, Ashar, Amarawa, Nayarasha, Lanawa, Na'awath, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagogala, Kakwash, Lapanyarawa, Ka'ash, Taba'ira Ya'ira, Wakalahaba, Talahat, Haryam, Khan, Tharadatma, Basa Iraka, Wabasa Wapatka, Tabahalam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shemka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabahalwa, Ayaid, Wayachaparwa, Wayabadwa, Wayadaiwa, Kaya, Ata, Shemka, Yahawa, Labadka, Al Yawan, Al Kaha Arataza. In the English we read, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yasha'Allah may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites, of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisir, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kisan, which perish at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zaid, yea, all their prince as Zabah, and as Zamuna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Yahweh. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. This is blessings, or Barakiyam in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh wa Yahweh Shai, wa Maka Ya Allah, wa Alahayam, Matazaba Ya Allah Wap Yahana, Ha Alawapyam, Ha Saranyam, Ha Kwatazayanyam, Ha Kayal Yalamyam, wa Ha Akwakyam, Yahweh Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai, Tawara Aman. In the English we read, bless you Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yohana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. Sar, which means to turn. Yeshabia, which means be seated. All right, Most High Christ, Barakatah Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, which means bless the Most High Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, our King, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started with the Sabbath service. We'll start with the first 7 verses from the book of Numbers, chapter 10 and verse 31. We'll read first in the Hebrew, and then we will read it in the English. For those of you that do not know or are unaware of what's going on, this is the ISUPK Louisiana Sabbath service, and this is our Sabbath class. I'm Precinct Officer 1000 Kawan. We're going to go ahead and get it in. All right, starting with the first 7 verses in the Hebrew. Waya Amar, Al, Na'ah, Ta'izab, Atanawa, Kaya, Al, Khan, Yada Aitha, Kanathanawa, Ba, Mada Salake, Ba Madabar, Waha Yayath, Lanawa, La'ai Yanawa, Salake, La'ai Yanyam. Verse 32. Wahaya Kaya Talaka Aimanwa Wahaya Ha'ai Salake Hatawab Ha Hawa'a Ashar Yayath Yaya Tayab Yahawa Aimanawa Waha I Salake Waha Tab Nawa Wahatab Nawa Laka, verse 33. Wayasa Aiwa Mahar Yahweh Darak Shalasta Yam Wa'a Rawam Barayath Yahweh Nasa'ai Lapanyaham Darak Shalashta Yam La Tawar Laham Manawaka Salaki Mana Waha Ha. Verse 34. Wa'ain Na Yahweh Al Yaham Yawamma Manasa'ain Mana Ha Machana. Verse 35. Waya Haya Banasa'ai Ha'aran Waya Amar Masha Kwawam Ha Yahweh Wa Yapatazawa Haya Yaka Waya Nasawa Mashana Yaka Mapanyaka. Verse 36. Wabanaka Ya Amar Shawaba Yahweh Bawath Alapia Yasha'ala. Verse Numbers chapter 11 and Salakia. Numbers chapter 11 and verse 1. Wayahaya Ha'aim Kamath Ana Nayam Ra'ai Ba'a Zanaya Yahweh Wa Yashama'ai Yahweh Wa Yahar Apawa Wa Taba'ira Bama Asha Yahweh Watha Akal Bakwataza Ha Machana. Now in the English, I'll share the screen for the English. That way you'll be able to see the verses. So like I got to pull it up. I didn't even realize I didn't have it pulled up. All right, the book of Numbers chapter 10 and verse 31. And he said, let us not, leave us not, I pray thee, for as much as thou knowest how we are to encamp in the wilderness, and thou mayest to be us instead of eyes. Now remember, the chariots were over the children of Israel by day and night to keep them safe. And when the chariot removed itself from over the tabernacle, the children of Israel understood that it was time to travel, to journey. When the chariot or when the chariots were over the tabernacle, they knew that it was time to rest and stay still. All right, verse 32. And it shall be, if thou go with us, yea, it shall be that what goodness Yahweh shall do unto us, the same will we do unto thee. Verse 33. And they departed from the mount of Yahweh 3 days' journey. And the ark of the covenant of Yahweh went before them in the 3 days' journey to search out a resting place for them. Verse 34. And the cloud of Yahweh was upon them by day when they went out of the camp. Verse 35. And it came to pass when the ark set forth that Moses said, Rise up, Yahweh, and let thine enemies be scattered, and let them that hate thee flee before thee. Verse 36. And when it rested, he said, Return, O Yahweh, unto the many thousands of Israel. 11:1. And when the people complained, it displeased Yahweh, and Yahweh heard it, and his anger was kindled, and the fire of Yahweh burnt among them, and consumed them that were in the uttermost parts of the camp. All right, back in the Hebrew. Numbers chapter 11 and verse 2. Wayatazah kwa ha'aim al masha wayata paul la masha al Yahweh wa tashakwai ha'asha ha'ash salaki. Verse 3. Wayakwara shema ha makwam ha salaki ha wa Taba'ira, Kaya, Ba'ira, Bama, Asha, Yahweh. Verse 4. Hold on, let me increase the size so I can see it a little better. So like it. Waha, Sapa, Ashar, Bakwar, Bawa, Hatawa'a, Wa, Ta'awa wa Yashabwa wa ya Bakawa Gama Banya Yasha'ala wa Ya'a Marawa Maya Yasha'ala Bashar. Verse 5. Zakar Nawa Ath Hadaga'a Ashar Na Akal Ba matazarayam ha nama ata ha kosha'a yam wa ata ha abatak yam wa ata ha khatazar yar wa ata habar salake haba tazal yam wa ata ha shawam yam. Verse 6. Wa aitha Napash Nawa Yabasha Ayan Call Balafya Al Haman Ayan Yana Ayan Yanawa. Verse 7. Wa Haman Kazarai Ka Zorai Gad Hawa'a Wa'ai Yanwa Ka'ayan Ha Badalak. 1 second. Verse 8. Shatawa Ha'aim Wa Lakwat Tawa Wa Taka Wa Takhana Wa Barachiam Awa Dakawa Ba Madaka Wa Ba Shalawa Bapar War Wa Aishawa Atawa Aigawath Ha Salaki Wahaya ta'aimawa, kata, aim, lashada, hashaman. All right, back in the English. The book of Numbers, chapter 11 and verse 4. And the mixed multitude that was among them fell a lusting, and the children of Israel also wept again and said, who shall give us flesh to eat? Verse 5. We remember the fish which we did eat in Egypt freely, the cucumbers and the melons and the leeks and the onions and the garlic. Verse 6. But now our soul is dried away. There is nothing at all beside this manna before our eyes. Verse 7. And that just go to show you how ungrateful the children of Israel is. The children of Israel has always been, for the most part, absolutely ungrateful for what the Most High provides for us, man. The Most High provided a substance of food for them to eat, a miraculous substance of food for the children of Israel to eat in the wilderness. And they were ungrateful because they wanted what they were used to. We wanted what the fish, the cucumbers, the garlic, the leeks, and the onions and the different things that we were able to have while captives in the land of Egypt. Now, as free men and women in the wilderness, they complained about what the Lord had provided for them, which was the manna from heaven. It's crazy. All right. Verse 7. And the manna was a coriander seed, and the color thereof as the color of bdellium. Verse 8. And the people went about and gathered it and ground it in mills, or beat it in the mortar, and baked it in pans, and made cakes of it. And the taste of it was as the taste of fresh oil. All right, back in the Hebrew. One second. Numbers chapter 11 and verse 9. Wa baradath, atal, hatal, il, ha machana, la ya la, ya rada, hama, al yawa. Verse 10. Wa ya shamai, masha, atha, ha'aim, bakha, la mashapak, salaki, la mashapak, thayawa, ayash, la patak, ahalwa, wayachar, apa, Yahweh, ma'ad, wa ba'ai, yanya, masha, ra'ai. Verse 11. Waya'a mar, salaki, waya'a mar, masha, al Yahweh, la ma, hara'aitha, la'ai badak, walama, la'a, matazataya, kana, ba'ayan yak, salaki, ba'ayan yaka, la shawam, ata, masha'a, kal, ha'aim, haza, al ya. Verse 12. Ha anakaya, ha rayathya, ata, kal, ha'aim, haza, ama, anakaya, yaladath, yawa, kaya, ta'amar, al ya, sha'a, hawa, Bachai ya kwaka. 1 second. Verse 12. Ka'ashar yasha'a ha'aman atha ha yanak al ha'adama ashar nashaba'aith la'a bath yawa. Verse 13, Ma'ayan la ya bashar la thatha lachal ha'aim haza kaya yabakawa al ya la amar thana lanawa bashar wana'a kala. And verse 14, La'a, I will call, Anakaya, Labadya, La Sha'ata, Ata, call, Ha'aim, Haza, Kaya, Kabad, Ma, Manya. And back in the English. Back in the English, Numbers 11 and 9. And when the dew fell upon the camp in the night, the manna fell upon it. Verse 10. Then Moses heard the people weep throughout their families, every man in the door of his tent, and the anger of Yahweh was kindled greatly. Moses also was displeased. Verse 11. And Moses said unto Yahweh, wherefore hast thou afflicted thy servant? And wherefore have I not found favor in thy sight, that thou layest the burden of all his people upon me? Verse 12. Have I conceived all this people? Have I begotten them, that thou shouldest say unto me, carry them in thy bosom, as a nursing father beareth the sucking son, the sucking child, unto the land which thou swearest unto their fathers. Verse 13, whence should I have flesh to give unto all this people? For they weep unto me, saying, give us flesh that we may eat. I am not able to bear, verse 14, I am not able to bear all this people alone, because it is too heavy for me. Back in the Hebrew. Numbers chapter 11 and 15. So like in 1 second. Numbers 11 and 15. Wa'ama kaka ata aisha laya haranya na'a harag a mataza'ata ya khana ba'ayan yaka wa'al ara bara'aitha ya. Verse 16. Wa ya amar Yahweh al mashar ashapa laya shaba'ayam ayash mazakoyan salake maza konya yasha'ala ashar da'aith kayaham zakonya ha'aim wa sharat ha salake wa shatar yawa wala kochath atham al ahal mawa'id wahath yatazabwa shema aimaka. Verse 17, waya radathia wa dabarathia aimaka shema wa'a taza lath ya mana harawak ashar al yaka wa shamathia wanasha'a wa afika ba masha'a ha'aim wa aila tasha'a atha labadka. Verse 18, wa all tha'amar hata kodash wa lamachara wa'a call thumb bashar kaya bakaya thumb Yahweh la amar maya Ya'akal nawa bashar kaya tawab lanawa but Matazarayam wa. Like 1 second, scroll up a little bit. Wa Nathan Yahweh Lakam Bashar wa Akal Thumb. Verse 19. La'a Yawam Akad Tha Akal one wa La'a Yam Yawam Yam wa La'a Hamasha Yamayam wa La'a Aishara Yamayam wa La'a Aisharayam Yawam. Verse 20. Aid Chadash Yamayam Aid Ashar Yataza'a Ma'a Pakam Wahaya Lakam Lazara'a Ya'aina Kaya Ma'asatam Ata Yahweh Ashar Bakwara Bakam Wata Baka Wa Lapanya Wa La Amar Lama Zaha Yataza'a Nawa Ma Matazarayam. 1 second. Verse 21. Waya Amar Masha Shasha Ma'awath Alap Regalia Ha'aim Ashar Anakaya Bakwarabwa Wa Atha Amarath Bashar Athana Laham Wa Akal Wa Kadash Yamayam. Back in the English. Numbers 11 and 15. And if thou deal thus with me, kill me, I pray thee, out of hand, if I have found favor in thy sight, and let me not see my wretchedness. Verse 16. And Yahweh said unto Moses, gather unto me 70 men of the elders of Israel, whom thou knowest to be the elders of the people, of officers over them, and bring them unto the tabernacle of the congregation, that they may stand there with thee. Verse 17. And I will come down and talk with thee there, and I will take of the spirit which is upon me, and will put it upon them, and they shall bear the burden of the people with thee, that thou bear it not thyself alone. Verse 18. And say thou unto the people, sanctify thyself against tomorrow, and ye shall eat flesh, for ye have wept in the ears of Yahweh, saying, who shall give us flesh to eat? For it was well with us in Egypt. Therefore Yahweh will give you flesh, and ye shall eat. Verse 19. Ye shall not eat 1 day, nor 2 days, nor 5 days, neither 10 days, nor 20 days. Verse 20. But even a whole month, until it come out at your nostrils, and it be loathsome unto you, because that ye have despised Yahweh, which is among you, and have wept before him, saying, why came we forth out of Egypt? See how ungrateful that is, and the Lord was still merciful to the children of Israel. He was still merciful to us, even though we complained and moaned about being delivered out of slavery because we couldn't eat meat. Ain't that crazy? Because we couldn't eat meat, the children of Israel were complaining and murmuring because we only had manna to eat. Now the Lord is saying, I'm going to give you flesh to eat. I'm going to give you meat, and you're going to have it so much that it's going to be coming out of your nostrils. That's how much I'm going to give it to you. Not for a day, not for 2, not for 5, not for 10, not 20. I'm going to give you a whole month, and you're going to eat flesh and see if that suffices you. That's a merciful power that we serve, man. Verse 21, and Moses said, The people among whom I am are 600,000 footmen. And thou hast said, I will give them flesh that they may eat a whole month. All right, back in the Hebrew. Numbers 11 and 22. Hataza'an wa bakwar yeshakat laham wa mataza'a laham ama atha kal gadaya ya asap laham wa mataza'a laham. Verse 23. Wa ya amar Yahweh al masha ya hayad Yahweh fakwatazar aitha Thara'aha Haya Koraka Debariya Amala'a. Verse 24. Wa Yataza'a Masha Wa Ya Debar Al Ha'aim Atha Debariya Yahweh Wa Ya Asap Ba Shaba'ayam Ayash Mazakwanya Ha'aim Wa Ya Aimad Atham Sabayabath Ha'ahal. Verse 25. Wa yarad Yahweh ba'ainan wa ya debar al yawa wa ya atazal mana ha rawak ashar al yawa wa yatan al shaba'ayam ayash Hazakwanyam Waya Haya Hanawak Al Yaham Harawak Waya Thanab Wa Wala'a Yasap Wa. Verse 26. Waya Sha'ara Shanya Anashyam Ba Makhana Shama Ha'akad Aladad Washama Hashanya Mayadad Wa Thanak Ilaham Harawak Wahama Bakathab Yam Wala'a Yataza'awa Ha'a Halha Waya Thanab Awa Ba Machana. Verse 27. Waya Rataza Hana Ira Salaki Hana Ira Waya Gad La Masha Waya Amar Aladad Wama Yadad Matha Nab Al Yam Ba Machana. 1 second. And verse 28, Waya Ain, Yahawashai, Ban, Nawan, Masharath, Masha, Ma Bachariyawa, Waya Amar, Adanya, Masha, Kala'ama, Salaki. All right, back in the English. Numbers 11 and 22. Shall the flocks and the herds be slain for them to suffice them? Or shall all flesh of the sea be gathered together for them to suffice them? Now, this is Moses asking the Most High, like, just because they murmuring and complaining, are you gonna kill all of the cattle that we have just to feed them meat for a month? Or are you gonna clear out the seas or the waters for them to feed them for a month? Because remember, he asked, he's like, it's 600,000 footmen. Now that's just counting the men. That's not counting the women and the children. So Moses is asking the Most High, is that what you're gonna do to suffice them, to satisfy them? All right, verse 23. And Yahweh said unto Moses, is Yahweh's hand waxed short? Thou shalt see now whether my word shall come to pass unto thee or not. Most High just gave it to him raw, like, hey, so you think that my power is weak? You think that my hand is short, that I can't do what it is that I want to do? You don't think that I can feed 600 measly thousand footmen plus women and children? You don't think I can do that? You think I got to kill y'all cattle to do that? Or clear out the sea to do that? He telling him, I am Yahweh. You'll see that my word will come forth or not. Let's see. That's what he's telling him. Verse 24. And Moses went out and told the people the words of Yahweh, and gathered the 70 men of the elders of the people, and set them round about the tabernacle. Verse 25. And Yahweh came down in a cloud and spake unto him. Now for y'all that be with the mysticism, this is not Yahweh himself, the Most High, coming down in a cloud. This is not the Most High. The Most High sends his angels to do his bidding. So this is not the Most High coming off his throne to come in the cloud or in a chariot. Just so you are aware. And Yahweh came down in a cloud and spake unto him, and took of the spirit that was upon him, and gave it unto the 70 elders. And it came to pass that when the spirit rested upon them, they prophesied and did not cease. Verse 26. But there remained 2 of the men in the camp. The name of the one was Eldad, and the name of the other was Medad. And the spirit rested upon them, and they were of them that were written, but went not out into the tabernacle, and they prophesied in the camp. Verse 27. And there ran a young man and told Moses and said, Eldad and Medad do prophesy in the camp. Verse 28. And Joshua, the son of Nun, the servant of Moses, one of his young men, answered and said, my Lord Moses, forbid them. Back in the Hebrew, verse 29. Waya amar lawa masha ha makwana'a atha la ya wa maya yatan call aim Yahweh nabaya ayam kaya yatan Yahweh ata rawak wa al yaham. Verse 30. Ya asap masha al ha machana hawa'a wa zakwanya yasha Allah. Verse 31. Wa rawak nasa'ai ma'ata Yahweh wa ya gaza Shalal yam mana hayam waya tasha al ha manacha kadarak yawam kaha wakadarak yawam kaha sabayab wath hama khana waka ama salaki waka amath yum al panya ha'arataza. Verse 32. Waya kwam ha'aim call ha'yawam ha'hawa'a wakal hala laya'a salaki hala yala wakal yawam ha'ma kharath Waya asap wa ata hashala hama ma'ayat asap aishara chamaryam waya shatach wa shatakawa laham shatawak la bayab wath ha machana. Verse 33. 1 second. Verse 33. Ha Bashar, I Wadanawa, Banya, Bayan, Shanyaham, Tarama, Yakarath, Wa'ap, Yahweh, Hara, Ba'aim, Wayak, Yahweh, Ba'aim, Makah, Rabbah, Ma'ad. Verse 34. Wayakora'ah, Atha, Sham, Ha Makoram, Ha Hawa'ah, Kwabar Wat, Salaki, Kwabar Wath, Ha Ta'awa, Kaya Sham, Kwabarwa, Ata, Ha'aim, Ha Mata'awa, Yam. Verse 35. Makoraba, Wath, Hatawa'awa, Wasa'aiwa, Ha'aim, Katazarath, Katazarawath, Waya, Hayawa, Bakatazarawath. Numbers 12 and 1. Wathadabar, Marayam, Wa'aharan, Bamasha, Il, Adawath, Ha'asha, Haka, Shayath, Ashar, Laquak, Kaya, Asha, Kashayath, Laquak. Back in the English. Numbers 11 and 30. Salakia, Numbers 11 and 29. And Moses said unto him, enviest thou for my sake? Would God that all of Yahweh's people were prophets, and that Yahweh would put his spirit upon them. Verse 30. And Moses gat him into the camp, he and the elders of Yasha'Allah. Verse 31. And there went forth a wind from Yahweh, and brought quails from the sea, and let them fall by the camp, as it were a day's journey on this side, and as it were a day's journey on the other side, round about the camp, and as it were 2 cubits high upon the face of the earth. Verse 32, and the people stood up all that day, and all that night, and all the next day, and they gathered the quails. He that gathered least gathered 10 homers. That's a lot. And they spread them all abroad for themselves round about the camp. The Most High gave them over a boatload of quail to eat. They asked and they received, even though they were murmuring and complaining. That's the mercy of the Most High Yahweh for the children of Israel, of course. Verse 33, and while the flesh was yet between their teeth, ere it was chewed, the wrath, hold on, let me scroll up a little bit. The wrath of Yahweh was kindled against the people, and Yahweh smote the people with a very great plague. Verse 34, and he called the name of that place Kibroth Ta'ava, because there they buried the people that lusted. Verse 35, and the people journeyed from Kibroth Ta'ava unto Hazeroth, and abode at Hazeroth. 12 and 1. And Miriam and Aaron spake against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman who he had married, for he had married an Ethiopian woman. The reason that they were upset with him, because it was against the law that Moses or that any Israelite man, woman, would marry outside of our nation. Moses married an Ethiopian woman. Therefore, Miriam and Aaron were upset and they spoke against him, even though they shouldn't have done that. Back in the Hebrew. It's a lot of y'all with that I was supposed to be sharing. I forget to click the other button to make it come up on the screen for y'all. Forgive me for that. Numbers 12 and 2. Wa ya amar wa salaki harak aka bamasha debar Yahweh hala'a gama banawa debar wa shayam wa yasham salaki wa yashamai Yahweh. Verse 3. Waha ayash masha anawa ma'ad makal ha adam ashar al panya ha adama. Verse 4. Waya amar Yahweh patha ama al masha wa al aran aharan wa al marayam taza'a wa shalash shata kam all ahal mawa'id wa ya taza'a wa shalash shantam. Verse 5. Wa yarad Yahweh ba'aima wad ainan wa ya aimad pathak ha ahal wa yakora aharan wa marayam wa yataza'awa shanyaham. Verse 6. Wa ya amar shamaiwa na'a debaria ama yahayaha nabaya akam al yawa athawadai Bachal salaki Bacha lawam adabar bawa. Verse 7. La'a kan I badia masha bakal bayathya na'aman ha wa'a. Verse 8. Paha all paha adabar bawa wa mara'a wala'a ba kayadath wa thum naka what salaki wa thaman wa thamanath Yahweh yabayata wa ma dawa'ai la'a yara'atham la debar ba'ai badad ba'ai badya ba masha. All right, and the last 7 verses in English. Yeah, Salaki. Numbers 12 and 2. And they said, hath Yahweh indeed spoken only by Moses? Hath he not spoken also by us? And Yahweh heard it. Verse 3. This is what Miriam and Aaron said. Verse 3. Now the man Moses was very meek, above all the men which were upon the face of the earth. Verse 4. And Yahweh spake suddenly unto Moses, and unto Aaron, and unto Miriam, come out ye 3 unto the tabernacle of the congregation. And they 3 came out. Verse 5. And Yahweh came down in a pillar of the cloud, and stood in the door of the tabernacle, and called Aaron and Miriam, and they both came forth. Verse 6. And he said, hear now my words. If there be a prophet among you, I, Yahweh, will make myself known unto him in a vision, and will speak unto him in a dream. Verse 7. My servant Moses is not so, who is faithful in all mine house. Verse 8. With him will I speak mouth to mouth, even apparently, and not in dark speeches. And he, Salaki, and the similitude of Yahweh shall he behold. Wherefore then were ye not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? So the Most High was pretty much, he was chastising Aaron and Miriam for speaking against Moses for him marrying an Ethiopian woman. The Most High said that Moses was the most meek of all the men on the earth. He was the humblest man on the planet, according to the Most High God. And he didn't want anybody speaking against Moses because he chose Moses to do the work. Aaron, whether it be his sister, his brother, and whether they be right by the law, the Most High did not want them speaking against him. And we shouldn't speak against our brothers and our sisters as well. Be careful who you speak against, because these men and these women or sisters, these brothers and these sisters, they are anointed by the Most High God. Therefore, speak not evil against our brother. With that concludes the reading. And with that, I say Imajim, which means to stand. Sar, which means to turn. Hapan HaKodam, which means to face the east. And we'll read the prayers both in Hebrew and in English. This is the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwika, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Salaki, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Netananawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Chabawatnawa, Kasalaknawa, Chabawat Yanawa, Wala'a, Thabia Ayanawa, Banasayawan, Abal, Hawashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwat, Waha'ala, Wahataparath, La'aiwalamyam, Aman. In the English we read, Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever so be it. This is the power, or hakak in the Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Baba Kashah, Nathan Lanawa, hakak, Larapa'ah, Kal Maka'ala, Wakal Madawa, Hakak, Latahar, Ha Matazarayim, Hakak, Lahakoyam, Hamathiam, Hakak, Al Rakarawat, Hatama'ala, Lagarshan, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, the water Aman. In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you. So be it. Bless Israel, or Barak Yasha Allah in the Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Barak Lanawa, Wa Yasha Allah, Waha Bayat Saparium, Barak Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the water Aman. In the English we read, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless us and Yasha Allah and the school. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you. So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew and then in the English. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Al-Haharyam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Asha, Shemayim, Wa'arataza, Al-Yatan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al-Yanawam, Shemarka, Hanala'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shemarka, Yahweh, Tizalka, Al-Yah, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashemash, La'al Yakalka, Wayarak, Balal Yala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal Rai, Yashamar, Atnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza Atka, Wabawa Atka, Ma'aif Wa'aida Walam. In the English, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha Allah shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew and then in the English. Allah Hayyam, al Dami Alaka, al Takarash, wa al Tashakwat, al Kayahana, al Yabyaka, Yahama, Yawam, wa Mashana, Yaka, Sha'a, wa Ra'ash, al Aimaka, Ya Ira Yamwa, Sawada, wa Ya Aitazawa, al Tazapawanyaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Magoya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yasha'ala, Iwada, Kaya, Nawa Aitazawa, Laba, Yakhadwa, Al Yaka, Barayath, Yakarathwa, Ahoya, Adawam, Wayashamai, Alaham, Mawa'aba, Wahagariam, Kabal, Wa'aimawan, Wa'aimalak, Palashat, Am Yashabia, Tazawar, Gam Ashawar, Nalawa, Am, Hayawa, Zerawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Aishalaham, Kamadian, Kasaya, Sara'a, Kayabian, Banakal, Koyashwan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayanda Ara, Hayawa, Daman, La'a Dama, Shiyatama, Nada Yab Mawa, Ka'ira, Wakazaba, Wakazabak, Wakatazal, Mana'ai, Kal Nasiyakamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nayorasha, Lanawa, Ath, Na'awath, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagalgala, Kakwash, Lapanya Ka, Ka'ash, Taba'ira Ya'ira, Wa Kalahaba, Talahat, Haryam, Kan, Tharadatma, Basa Iraka, Wabasa Wapathka, Tabahalam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shemka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabahawa, Aya'ai, Waya Kaparawa, Waya Abadwa, Waya Da'aiwa, Kaya Ata, Shemka, Yahawa, Labadka, Al Yawan, Al Ka Ha'arataza. In the English, we read, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yasha'Allah may be no more in remembrance. But they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Selah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisir, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb, and like Zaib, yea, all their prince as Zabah, and as Zamuna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Yahweh. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. This is blessings, or Barakiyam in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh wa Yahweh Shai, wa Makaya Allah, wa Allah Hayam, Matazabaya Allah Wap Yahana, wa Allah Wapyam, ha Saranyam, Salaki, ha Allah Wapyam, ha Saranyam, ha Kwatazayanyam, ha Kayal Yalamyam, wa ha Akwakim, Yahweh ba Hashem Yahweh Shai, the water Aman. In the English we read, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yohana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. Sar, which means to turn. Sisters, Yeshabia, which means be seated. Men of Israel remain standing. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, Barakatham, Yashamatah, which means hands down. Men of Israel, Sar, which means to turn, face the sisters. Men of Israel, sisters, Amajim, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we'll give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Shema, Alatan, Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai. Yajamatah, class dismissed.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.